Ever feel like you need to sound a bit smarter or more grown up? Maybe you're trying to impress your boss, win over a date, or just stand out in a crowd. Well, here's some good news. Psychology tells us there are some simple phrases that can really take your conversation skills up a notch. We're not talking about big, fancy words or overused sayings. No, we're talking about genuine phrases that show you're thoughtful and wise. And guess what? They're not hard to remember or use. Here are 10 phrases that will instantly make you sound wiser and more mature. 1. I understand where you're coming from. This phrase is a real game changer. It shows empathy and acknowledges the other person's feelings or perspectives, which can instantly make you sound mature and wise. It's not about agreeing or disagreeing with what they're saying, but simply showing that you've listened and understood their viewpoint, a trait highly appreciated in any conversation. So next time you're in a discussion, remember to start with, I understand where you're coming from, and see the magic unfold. 2. Let's look at this from a different perspective. This is a phrase that screams wisdom. By suggesting a change of perspective, you're not only showing your flexibility and open-mindedness, but also encouraging critical thinking. It's a respectful way to challenge someone's viewpoint without being confrontational, and it can lead to more insightful and enriching conversations. So when you feel like a conversation is stuck or becoming heated, try saying, let's look at this from a different perspective, and watch the dynamic shift. 3. I may be wrong, but here's another golden phrase that can make you sound mature and wise. It shows that you're open to other opinions and willing to accept that you might not have all the answers. This kind of humility is not only refreshing, but it also encourages open dialogue. Let me share a personal example. I was once in a team meeting where we were discussing potential marketing strategies. I had an idea, but I wasn't quite sure how it would be received. So I started with, I may be wrong, but what if we tried this approach? What followed was a constructive discussion, and my idea was well received. The phrase disarmed any potential defensiveness and opened the floor for discussion. Remember, it's not always about being right, but about getting it right. 4. I appreciate your input. This phrase is a simple yet powerful way to validate someone's contribution in a conversation. It shows respect for their thoughts and ideas, making you sound more mature and wise. Here's an interesting fact. According to research, expressing gratitude, which includes appreciating someone's input, can improve your relationships and even your overall happiness. So the next time someone shares their thoughts or ideas with you, remember to say, I appreciate your input. Not only will it make you sound wiser, but it could also make you a happier person. 5. This too shall pass. This phrase carries a profound wisdom that speaks of the transient nature of life. Saying it during challenging times shows a deep understanding that no matter how tough things get, they are temporary and will change. Here's what makes it truly heartfelt. It offers comfort not just to you, but to those around you as well. It's a gentle reminder that tough times don't last, but tough people do. So if you or someone you know is going through a difficult phase, remember this phrase. 6. I'm still learning. This is a phrase that instantly shows humility and a commitment to personal growth, which are classic signs of maturity and wisdom. It shows that you're open-minded and understand that there's always room for improvement. Let me share another personal story. I once took up a painting class despite having little to no experience in it. It was daunting at first, and my initial attempts were far from perfect. But whenever I received feedback or critiques, I would say, I'm still learning, and take it all in stride. This attitude not only helped me improve my painting skills, but also earned me respect from my peers and instructor. So remember, it's okay to be a work in progress. Saying, I'm still learning, can be a testament to your wisdom and maturity. 7. I don't know. Let's be real here. Nobody knows everything, and that's perfectly okay. Admitting you don't know something doesn't make you look stupid or unprepared. Actually, it does the complete opposite. It shows you're honest and mature enough to admit when you're unsure. Saying I don't know is a sign that you value truth over appearances. It shows people that you're not afraid to ask for help or seek out more information. This honesty can really make you stand out in a world where everyone is trying to look like an expert. 8. Let's agree to disagree. This phrase is a testament to emotional intelligence and shows an incredible level of maturity. It signals that you value the relationship more than winning an argument, and that you respect the other person's viewpoint even if it differs from your own. According to research, people who are able to handle disagreements in a mature manner, like using phrases such as, "let's agree to disagree," are more likely to have healthier relationships. So next time you find yourself in a heated debate, remember this phrase. It could save your relationship and make you sound wise and mature at the same time. 9. I was wrong. Admitting when you're wrong isn't always easy, but it's a surefire sign of maturity and wisdom. It shows humility, accountability, and the courage to acknowledge your mistakes. For instance, I once made an error in a project report at work. When it was pointed out, instead of making excuses or blaming others, I simply said, "I was wrong." Not only did this honest admission prevent further arguments, but it also earned me the respect of my colleagues. They appreciated my willingness to take responsibility for my actions. So remember, saying "I was wrong" can be a powerful phrase that reflects your wisdom and maturity. 10. Let's take a step back. This phrase is a hallmark of wisdom and maturity. It's an honest admission that things may be getting too heated or complicated, and that it might be beneficial to pause and reassess the situation. Saying "let's take a step back" during a challenging conversation or situation shows your ability to remain calm under pressure and your willingness to approach problems with a clear and focused mind. It's a raw display of your ability to guide situations towards more productive outcomes. So remember, when things get tough or complicated, don't be afraid to suggest taking a step back. It can greatly change the dynamic of the situation and reflect your wisdom and maturity.